palaces are getting worse, Nebit.
It's...
One of the torches of Anubis should be here. This torch has fallen over. Where's the head? This fence is broken. Was there a struggle? There is blood here. Someone fell, or was pushed. Nefertari was not exaggerating. This one died trying to light the torch. There's the torch head. It must have fallen from the ledge when the torch was tipped over. Charms. This should do it. All I need to do now is light it. Gatekeeper of the Duat, I honor your name. This rotting meat gives off an attractive stench. Is someone luring predators here? Charms of Anubis. Someone has put these here, but why? Gatekeeper of the Duat, I honor your name. That was no simple task. There are other forces at work here. Someone has been here recently. It's blocked. There must be some way through. The tracks here are fresh. There must be another way inside the tomb. Something must be behind here. Should be clear now. This room. This is where my quest began. Someone has taken great care of this chamber. Gatekeeper of the Duat, I honor your name. That is the last torch. I should return to Nefertari. My life was undone here. Yet now there's a shrine, a memorial where none should be. Could this be for Rutjek? None could care for that snake that began this twisted quest, could they? More charms. What were they trying to achieve?
What news do you bring?
The torch is burned with a relentless flame.
Then I pray Anubis will grant us pardon.
There were charms left beside each one. Does that mean anything to you?
Beside the torches,
Most likely to ward off the omen.
I will keep my eyes open. In the meantime, some rebels nearby need treatment. I normally make the trips, but I am needed here. Sufia has offered to go in my place, but only if you escort her.
It will be done.
Bayek, I hope this hunt of yours ends soon, before you cannot return from what you have become.
Good to see you, Namrud.
Nefertari sent reinforcements, I see.
His name is Bayek, a dear friend of Nefertari's. I've asked him to come along and he graciously accepted.
I suppose we all do.
I hear you are in some trouble. I owe a favor to Nefertari.
If it's as you say, follow me and stay close. We've got quite a journey ahead. The path to the mine was clear, but that doesn't mean it will be on the way back. Be ready for anything.
You seem uneasy, Namrud. Why the hesitance?
I don't like straying from the plan. These lands are teeming with dangers. Bandits, soldiers, the wild. It's why we make the trips at night. Helps avoid trouble.
Whoa. Where are you camped?
In an abandoned fort to the west. Our point of retreat.
Retreat from what?
An attack on a nearby encampment. There were more soldiers than we thought. Lost a lot of good men.
How many wounded?
Enough. That's why being close to the mine is so important. The healers work wonders. We are lucky Nefertari allows these deals. She has a pure heart. Risks her neck. The mine belongs to the regime, after all. We should be out of harm's way once we cross that bridge. This is it. When we get inside, I will need your help to tend to the wounded while Sufia prepares the natron. I pray we have not lost more men.
I will set up. Bayek, follow Namrud. He will show you what to do.
These men, move them to the rear, by the kilns. This way, we will line them up. It will be easier for Sufia.
The band is much smaller than I imagined.
Small, but united. We fight for one another. I am merely one of them, spared by the gods this time.
cold. I am so cold.
Their wounds are severe, but they'll live if Sufia is anything like Nefertari.
You and Nefertari are old friends.
Something like that. She saved my life after I killed Rudjek.
You are the one that killed Rudjek, huh? I cannot believe it. By the gods, the brazier! The fire will alert the regime!
Spread out!
They have found us!
Rebels! Move in! Leave to arrive! Archers! Ready your arrows! Wounded lass, lay down your weapon, and we will make it quick!
I would rather stick my sword down your throat.
Those who oppose Ptolemy's reign, die!
Those who fight me die.
This one fights alongside these rebels. A fool's choice!
She lit the brazier. Why would she draw the soldiers to us?
Back off! You are a murderer!
Go do something about shooting.
Talk! The omens! It was you! Why?
Rujek, I loved him! He promised me a better life! You took him from me!
Now I see. You're Rudjek's mistress. Well, your fucking lover killed my son! I feel nothing for you!
You are meant to die! Ah!
What a shame. Such a pretty girl. There's no room for pretty in our war.
Death drives us to do things we regret.
She tricked us both.
Your men?
The pile of dead gets bigger. We will treat the survivors. No time to fetch another healer.
Rudjek's arrow. I marked his name off my list with this. Now it sits on the ground, forgotten. Someone has sealed this room. A mummified heron. For resurrection? No. Whoever did this must have known of Rudjek's place in the Order. Rudjek does not deserve a tomb. But this is an insult. This tomb was made for a pharaoh. Whoever did this has defiled this place. Rudjek's mask. I barely remember what happened after I stabbed him. This room has told me all I need to know. This place was a beginning for me, and an end for Rudjek. The arrow marked both of those things. After I stabbed that bastard, things went dark. When I came back to myself, Rudjek was dead. Rudjek's body should have been left to rot. He has been laid to rest with respect by someone who wanted him to enter the Duat prepared. Whoever buried him also left this heron mummy to honor Rudjek with his god's damned namesake in the afterlife. They then returned here to pay respect to Rudjek, if these candles are any indication. No matter what, I know Rudjek's heart was found lacking. That bastard suffers in the afterlife, no matter what was done here. Completing the shrine was done by someone who cared for him. Rudjek's mistress, Sofia, seems the likely culprit. It is misguided, but she has been dedicated. I will be judged one day, but I do not regret my actions. The feather will always be lighter than my heart.
You are Bayek of Siwa, aren't you? I've heard stories of the Medjay who crossed the desert. I am Theodorus, one of many who rebel against the Phylakitai.
Is that what landed you in this cage?
Yes, a failed attack. I am hunting Daratos, a ruthless general of Ptolemy with a hatred for Egyptians. A killer of mothers and fathers and children. I won't rest until his body is food for the worms. Would you lend your sword?
Gladly. Your plight is true.
Good joy. We will regroup with my men in Bacchius. Come along.
How does a Greek find himself fighting an Egyptian cause?
My father was Egyptian. My mother, Greek.
Whoa.
Long ago, a day came when I discharged every ounce of Greek blood from my body and pledged to rid Egypt of men like...
Whoa.
And we nearly did. We found his camp, but they had greater numbers. We were forced to disband. You must hurry! We will take shelter here and wait for the right moment to strike. Die, idiot! Now follow me. I will get briefed. I was captured by a scouting convoy and beaten into giving up our retreat point. Whoa. Follow me and stay close.
But you instead led them into a trap. Clever.
I knew my brothers would rescue me, but I did not know the Medjay for Siwa would be among them. If you fight for the Pharaoh, then you are my enemy. Onwards then. I knew my brothers would rescue me, but I did not know the Medjay for Siwa. We will take shelter here and wait for the right moment to strike. I will get briefed. Daratos is gone. Neck! He continues to elude me.
What should we do?
Let's be smart. We have an opportunity to claim 2 victories with 1 swift strike. We need to wait for Daratos to return to camp. I've learned his personal scribe has stayed behind in Karanis. We'll be targeted if we so much as take a piece nearby. You are unknown to them. Bring the scribe to us. He'll tell us what we need to know.
How do I find him?
At night, he rests within the courtyard. During the day, you can find him working around the temple, or at the terrace overlooking the lake. He dresses elegantly, and due to our failed attack, now has guards in tow. He'll be hard to miss.
Must you follow me around everywhere?
Strict orders from the General. We are not to leave your side.
He's over here.
The Ratos won't take any chances. The rebels could strike again.
You there! Stop! Stop!
That's it. Die!
Μη με ταράτετε. Ησυχία θέλω μόνο.
Who is it?
It won't be long before he comes to. I need to bring him back to Theodorus.
That is him. Well done. We will find out what he knows. In the meantime, we must prepare our attack. Some of our brothers are stationed just west of Soknopayu. Meet with them, and wait for my arrival. We will put an end to that Nekatiodet.
Whoa.
When the skin starts sizzling and the hair finally turns the smoke black. Oh.
Are you Theodorus's men?
Yes. And who are you? He is the Siwan.
I come on his behalf. He'll be joining us shortly with instructions.
Good. The soldiers are reeling, but it won't be long before reinforcements arrive. Come.
Theodorus!
Ready your blades and check your arrows. The Ratos will be back at the camp before sunrise. You're with me, but don't forget, he is mine.
What is your stake in this? This is more about him than it is about your war.
My father grew figs in the Fayum. The best. The Ratos taxed him. An Egyptian has no choice but to pay. One season, the harvest was so poor that my father struggled to give his cut. The Ratos figured him for a cheat. He took a bite of fruit to prove his point. He got a mouthful of worms. His men laughed, but the Ratos was furious. I watched as my father was hanged from his own tree and picked at by every animal in the region. The Ratos embodies the unjust. He is why I am who I am. I need you, Bayek.
Trireme!
The gods have brought us together for this! Justice will be served today! Ah! For your father, Theodorus!
Deratos dies today!
Leave no one alive! Whoa. Here! Whoa. Ah!
I'll call the troops!
Die, you!
I can hit him!
Hey! You're finished!
That'll cost you!
Finally get to bleed a Greek pig.
You'll remember now, huh? May the field of reeds elude you always. Glory to Theodorus! Ratos has fallen. Finally, my father's car is at peace. Let's move. We have a long trek ahead.